Today we're at Maesdu Golf Club in Llandudno, North Wales. It's a par 72 parkland stroke links course. Aim of the day is to try and break 90. Opening hole's a par 3 and we missed the green slightly to the left. We chip one on, it goes okay, and the first putt of the day is a 4-footer for par. Lips out, and we card a bogey on the opening hole. Hole 2 at Maesdu is a long par 4 that plays uphill slightly too. Our tee shot finds the left hand rough.
I didn't see that.
Right hand side, I think that's good. See you later, mate. Right, isn't it?
Just chatting to a couple of members there.
So it's 120, got tree trouble. Gonna hit a low punch with a 6-iron.
And for the third shot we get a really heavy contact. It was wet here. I think a low punch shot was not the ideal shot for that one. So I have it approach to the green, just over 50 yards. Goes up just short. And we have an 18-footer from the fringe for a bogey. Stops just behind the hole, really good pace on that one. Tap in for a double bogey and move on. So there's a bit of wind on this day, as you can see me throwing up some grass. Hole 3 is another par 3 at around 160 yards into the wind. I missed the green, long way to the left. And we pitch one on over the bunker. I was happy with that shot. And we have a 12-foot downhill putt for a par. Misses short. And card a bogey with no drama. Hole 4 is the first of the par 5s at Maesdu. And we hit a great drive from an elevated tee position over 200 yards in the fairway. Second shot is good too. We have approached the green 130 yards uphill. Unfortunately we catch this approach shot heavy, losing distance.
There's 35 paces for this chip.
So we have a greenside chip around 29 yards, slightly uphill. You can see the train going by there to Llandudno, and the chip was a good one. We have an 8-footer downhill for par. It just misses, the hand was up, I was ready to claim that one, but denied, and card the bogey and move on. So throwing some more grass up for a wind check. Hole 5 is a par 4 from an elevated tee. Playing into wind. Our tee shot finds the fairway. So we have a chance to go for the green in 2 from 175 yards. But into a lot of wind. The ball only just cleared this lateral water hazard. I'm glad it didn't go in that one. So we have a pitch to the green. I think the yardage was slightly wrong on this one. The ball goes right next to the hole. Thumbs up, really happy with that one. And we have a 2.5-footer for par. And no messing about, I took the flag out for that one. We card our first par of the day on hole 5. Hole 6 is a short par 4, dogleg to the right, that plays slightly uphill. and we hit a great drive, finds the right hand rough.
69 going with a pitching wedge.
So we have approach to the green, around 70 yards, slightly uphill. Goes really well. We're on into first green in regulation of the day, first pitch mark to repair, and first birdie putt coming up. 25 footer downhill. The putt slides by to the right. And we missed the 5 footer for par coming back. Cicada 3 putt bogey on one of the easiest holes on the course. So after the 3 putt, we have stroke index 1 hole of really long par 4 from elevated tee. Our drive's in play, it finds the right hand rough. We're blocked out slightly, this is just a layup anyway. No chance for me to reach this green in 2.
94 from the rough, uphill slightly, going with the 9-iron.
So that's the on-course analysis. And our approach is on the green in 3. And we have the par putt that we wanted. It's a 22 footer. Stops close. We tap in for the bogey, which is still a respectable score on this long par 4. Hole 8 is a short par 4 with a semi-blind tee shot, and we hit a great drive to the left side of the marker post to find the fairway. So this is a nice approach shot here. This hole is called a bridge. It's like an island green, going with a 9-iron. And I wasn't pin hunting there. We're on in 2, that's good for me. Another green in regulation and another birdie putt coming up. It's a 40 footer this time. Reasonable pace on this lag putt. We have a 2.5 footer for par. And it lips out, scratch of the head, and we card another disappointing 3 putt bogey. Not a good habit to keep repeating. So the next set of holes are along the train track. Train going by there. Hole 9 is a par 5 with a semi-blind tee shot. You can't see where your ball finishes. And our tee shot finds the right hand rough. Second shot is a pull to the left. Not a good one, that one. But we get really lucky on the left. Whoever cut these trees, I owe you a pint.
It's like 165. I've got a line to the green and a lie. Gonna go with 22 degree.
But we don't capitalise on our stroke of good fortune and miss the green short right. We chip one on, ends up 6 foot away, and that's what we have for par. And the par putt misses short right. We'll just blame it on the guy who shouted 4. Nothing to do with my bad putting. So the front line score was 45, 9 over. Some good, some bad, some mediocre. We're still on course to break 90. Playing not too bad actually, but just haven't held any putts, which is unusual for me. Let's see what we can score on the back 9. So the hat's off now. It's warmed up slightly as it can do in the winter. This is February. Hole 10 is a short par 4. And our tee shot finds the fairway. Unfortunately missed the approach shot here. It was a really heavy contact, lost a lot of distance, ended up around 52 yards from the middle of the green. And we're on in 3. Happy with that one. We have the par putt that we wanted. This time it's a 15-footer. Slides by to the left. And we lip out from 3 foot away for another 3 putt. That's a double bogey to start the back 9. That's why they call it golf is the hardest game. Hole 11 is a par 5, the shortest at Maesdu, and I put a bit of extra effort into that one, I think. Finds the left side of the fairway. The layup here goes okay. And we have a 135-yard approach to the green, going with a 6-iron. Just misses short right. Still happy with that shot actually. And we have a birdie putt. It's a 28-footer from the fringe. It was an uphill putt, I didn't read that one okay. Have a 6-footer for par. Slides by to the right. Can't hold anything at the moment. Take a bogey and move on. Hole 12 is a par 3. Plays uphill slightly, so longer than the yardage. We hit a thin one. It is right on line, it just goes straight through the back of the green. We bump one back on. That's a downhill one, and left with a 5-footer for par. And another one slides by. You can see me chuckling to myself there. We card the bogey and move on. Hole 13 is a tough par 4, hitting towards the marker post, and our tee shot finds the fairway.
It's 209, just laying up with 22 degree.
So it's a long way back here, just a layup for this shot. Thumbs up, happy with that one. And some nice views of the Great Orme from this fairway. The sun's finally out. So we're still in the fairway, have a 62-yard approach to the green. We hit this one slightly heavy and comes up short. Our greenside chip is a good one, and have a 3-footer uphill putt for a bogey. And the putt drops, we card the bogey and move on. Hole 14 is the signature hole at Maesdu. It's a medium length par 4 with a blind tee shot. Hitting towards the marker post, and our drive goes to the left. Some more nice views from this fairway too. That's Conway Mountain there, and the start of the Llandudno mountain range. Our ball was in the left hand rough, and we hit a layup. Goes okay. So I have an approach to the green, 60 yards for the third shot. It's hit right on line, and really good weight as well. Ends up pin high. So we have a 5-footer for par. Good pace for the putt, slides by to the left. And we tap in for the bogey, which is still a respectable score. Hole 15 is a short par 4, stroking deck 16, one of the easier holes. We hit a great drive, it finds the fairway.
129 hitting the 6 iron right at it.
So an approach to the green, slightly uphill, going with the 6 iron. And missed the green right in this greenside bunker. So the first bunker shot of the day is a bad one. It's hit thin, straight through the back of the green, and ends up in another bunker. So the ball was right on the corner of the bunker here, couldn't get a stance, and in the end had to improvise and play the shot kneeling down. And it was a good decision. It wasn't pretty, but I made it work, and we're left with a 12 footer for bogey. Just misses, slides by to the right. We have a 3 footer for a double bogey. Which misses to the left, but then somehow rocks back in. Gravity took a hold of it. Golf's a funny old game. Hole 16 is a tough par 4, playing uphill with water hazard and OB dangers on it. He hits a great drive, over 200 yards, finds the fairway. We have a chance to hit the green in 2, but come up short in this lateral water hazard. 1 shot penalty. So we took a drop and have a 40-yard pitch to the green, uphill. And we're on in 4, really happy with that shot.
It's 8 footer.
And an 8 footer, right to left for a bogey. And the putt drops. We couldn't keep missing forever. Card the bogey and move on. So just looking back here at the nice view, and a massive difference from the start of the round, which is cloudy and overcast. Hole 17 is a par 3 uphill, and we hit our tee shot right on line, totally thinned, but get away with it. Ends up just before the green. So this is actually a good place to be. An uphill putt from the fringe. It's a 20 footer for birdie. It nearly drops, ends up behind the hole. We tap in and card our second par of the day on hole 17. Hole 18 is a great closing hole. Par 5 from an elevated tee, hitting back to the clubhouse area and towards the Great Orme. Our drive is in play, it finds the right side of the fairway. Second shot layup is okay, avoiding the out of bounds all down the right.
It's 170 hitting the 22 degree to the left side of the green.
So we have a chance to go for the green in 3 and really flush this approach shot.
It's good.
It was a really good hit. We get the good news as we're walking up to the green. There's our ball, and there's the pitch mark right next to the hole, pin high. Now, thank goodness for the winter greens. That ball must have come in really hot. So we're left with a birdie putt. The best chance of the day is a 15 footer. Just misses to the right, stops right by the hole, and we tap in for a par and a round of 90, so 18 over. I was trying to break 90 but shot it, which is still a decent score. I was happy with the score, and it was a really weird round. Played okay tee to green, but the putter was just stone cold. But I minimised the damage. There was no triple bogey or worse, and I kept the double bogeys to a minimum. And the 2 pars at the end, I basically gave up on the round, and I shot 2 pars at the end. And my approach shot on the last hole is basically the best approach shot I've ever hit in my life. Before, I can never dream about hitting a green from 170 yards, so there are positives to take from the round. And I enjoyed the round. The course is good for winter. It's February, it's winter golf at the end of the day, so you can't expect perfect greens and perfect conditions, but you have to make the most of it. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed playing and making it, and see you on the next one. Signing off.